If you're not using AI, are you even a productivity nerd? Here's the thing, AI has been around for decades, up to 60 years according to some sources. But only in the past year, we've seen a huge leap in the development of this technology, bringing real-life applications to millions of people and changing the way we see work. And we're going to go into just a few of the ways that you can harness AI to up your daily productivity game. One of the big applications of AI is to help you out with developing text. This is particularly helpful if you're creating headlines for articles, social media, or writing emails even. Now, it's all about giving the artificial intelligence the prompt to write something for you based on whatever characteristics or elements you need to include, and then it will do the rest of the work for you. The key here is to take what AI gives you and then iterate, and then develop on that, tweak it so that it suits you the best. This is particularly helpful when you want to write, for example, a business email that's strict but formal but friendly, or writing an email to say that you want to leave your job. It will write it for you, and you don't have to go through the mind-racking experience of, oh my God, how should I put this into words? Because what it does for you, it gives you a quick option that you can work with, and then you tweak it. Because after all, it's a lot easier to edit something that's already been created than just staring at a blank page. Another excellent option is to use it to create summaries. Say you've been tasked with reading a long report or piece of work, working on it, or reporting on it. You can upload, paste in that larger text, and ask the AI to give you a summary of the key points. And it will do that for you. It's that simple, and there's not really much more to add. Saves you a ton of time. Another application is that AI is increasingly used by programmers to develop code or to use it as a sort of spell check or grammar check for the code they've written, to catch any errors. I'm not a programmer myself, but I can imagine that this would be incredibly valuable to develop simple things quickly that would otherwise take a lot of time and typing and thinking. Personally, my favorite way to use AI is for brainstorms. It is a great source to give you a ton of different ideas to kick off the creative process. That could be a brainstorm of different topics for a video, for example, or a topic for a blog post, or ideas on how to celebrate your sister's baby shower, whatever that might be. They'll give you a list of options, and you can just play off of that, continue brainstorming, adding your own perspective, and developing on those ideas. But really what it's great at is just getting the ball rolling. Another thing you can use AI for is developing structures for a longer piece of text. Say, for example, you've been tasked with creating an article or a report, and instead of just staring at that blank page, you can ask AI to create an outline of what the ideal report would look like, and they will give you an outline. It'll start with an introduction, then step 1 would be a headline on the history, step 2 would on that and that, and that way you've got a first version of what an outline might look like. Of course, you take that and you change it and you adapt it to whatever you're creating to fit your needs better. But again, it's a better way to start a project than just looking at a blank page. It does that first step for you, and you skip over it by using that AI. AI is also helpful with translations. You can ask it for a translation, or you can ask to explain why it chose to use specific words, or you can ask about the etymology, or about specific expressions that were used or that could be used, and it will give you that background for that, as well as the context, which can be very helpful. And finally, in our list of the written side of AI is using the tool to explain a complex notion simply and succinctly. One great example is to ask AI about what is 5G, which for me took months of research and learning and reading to really get my mind around, but ChatGPT does a great job at summarizing it very simply. Of course, you can take it one step further. What would be 5G applications for smart cities? Or can you explain what a digital twin is using 5G, and so on and so forth. And it just gets more complex, and this is where AI can really help out. Then we can also move into the visual side of things. One tool called DALL is helpful in creating visuals based on your prompts. In my case, I've used it to develop a custom, unique image based on an inside joke with friends. And then that way we were able to get a visualization of our joke, print it out, create a poster, use it as a unique custom gift. It was great. Another option is to use it to create custom artwork. We have recently used AI to create custom visuals that we had printed out and use it as our artwork in our office. These can also be totally unique gifts for coworkers. You can also upload your own images and have it develop that image in a different style. Try surrealism, but like a balloon or something like that. And that brings us to our ultimate point. The main point is just to have fun with it. You can take it and go anywhere you want, and really the outcome is only limited by your own imagination. And of course, the more you play with it, the more you understand the possibilities. So really, it's just about jumping in, diving in, and giving it a try. The way that AI works is that it scours the internet for the answer to your question. And as a result, sometimes that headline, if you ask it for a headline, it might be the same as it's found somewhere else in the internet. So make sure to always tweak it so that it reflects you, your brand, your project, and so that there's no risk of plagiarism. So go out there, have fun with it, and please comment below on how you have used AI to up your productivity.